I'm goofy as hell. All right, so look, y'all. I want y'all to keep this in the back of your head while you watching this video. Now, mind you, this is my second edit I ever did. Make sure you leave a like and show me some appreciation, because these edits be hard as fuck, y'all. It be so fucking hard, bro. Like, it's fun, but it's hard as shit. And bro, literally, I gotta edit a whole nother half of the part. I already spent 4 hours yesterday, and now I got a whole 10-minute clip afterwards, bro, after this shit. So that's probably gonna be like another 2-3 hours. But I ain't gonna lie, I've been having fun doing it. But I just want y'all to keep in the back of your head when I'm talking about this shit. I'm talking about duality in the different dimensions as well, and I'm tying everything together. I'm talking about everything. I'm talking about Dragon Ball Z. I'm talking about reptilians. I'm talking about the Greys. I'm talking about all this shit, and I'm also breaking down what's going on with the ego, what's going on with the higher self. I'm breaking down all this shit. So you just have to keep it in the back of your head. When I get to certain points, you gotta remember, okay, he's talking about this, because a lot of y'all gonna get confused as fuck just watching this shit. So hopefully you enjoy the video. I'm out. So today we're gonna be comparing Dragon Ball Z to this life. Now you gotta mention, I'm gonna be mentioning throughout the video the different dimensions and the different beings in the Dragon Ball Z universe, so you can get a comparison of how life is on Earth and what's really supposed to be going on and what they're really trying to tell you. The message that they really pushing in Dragon Ball Z. You gotta understand, it's a message and a code behind every fucking anime. Every movie, every animation has hidden codes in it. And your third eye gotta be open for you to actually understand what the fuck I'm talking about. Because if your third eye closed, you're gonna be like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? You're gonna be lost and confused, and I don't want nobody watching my videos to be lost and confused. And this is why I'm starting to put pictures in the videos. This is why I'm moving on to doing this type of shit, so you can actually see what I'm trying to tell you, because I know a lot of people is visual. So anyways, let's start. So you got Goku and Vegeta, and that's very important that I'm mentioning these two beings, because when it's talking about Goku and Vegeta, it's talking about us, but it's also talking about humans. You have to understand that humans have chakra points as well as us. And when it comes to Dragon Ball Z, I'm gonna talk about the gods, the creators, and all of them. I'm gonna talk about them later on in the video. But I want to start off with the humans, and I want to start off with the first 6 chakras, and basically what that shit symbolizes and what the fuck is going on with this energy, all this ki and strength and super saiyans and all type of shit. We're gonna get through all that. So you got a lot of different transformations. Now it's pretty fucking simple. So you got Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3, then you got God, Super Saiyan Blue, and then you got Ultra Ego, and then you got Ultra Instinct. Now, you probably heard it's 6 different types. I'm so not, listen, you gotta bear in mind, I'm not used to doing content like this, so I'm probably gonna be a little stuttering, a little shaky, because I'm not used to it yet. I'm used to having my face on camera. I'm used to just relaxing and chilling and vibing out. So I'm sorry. But it's 6 transformations that these motherfuckers have. Now, if you don't watch Dragon Ball Z, this video probably not for you, but if you know what Dragon Ball Z is, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. So I'm going to just start off with the base form, the Super Saiyan 1 and the root chakra, the Super Saiyan 2 and the sacral chakra, and Super Saiyan 3 in the solar plexus. And these are the third dimensional realm, because we in a 3D world right now. A lot of people still living in a third dimension. So I have to bring this up. In the third dimension, you'll be dealing with these 3 type of energies. It can't go past, you can't, in a third dimension, you're using this type of energy. It's key energy. It's the energy that leaks out of you. It's the energy that you can't contain within, basically. So everyone know what the fuck energy is, nigga. This is not no Dragon Ball Z shit, nigga. Regular, normal energy. Everyone has that shit. Everyone has it. Now, for us, it's easier to have more energy because of the beings that we are. We are a soul, and the soul has limitless. We could literally keep gaining energy for forever. We are an unlimited source of energy. You got to understand that. If you are a human being, you are a mortal being, and this is why I'm bringing up Vegeta and Kakarot, because they're mortals. And more of the story is they can only get up to an amount, a certain power. So You got those three forms, and that's basically symbolizing the fucking third dimension, the powers that we was able to use in the third dimension. You could train, you could motherfucking work out, you could do all type of shit, and if you carbonate it, if you have carbon neuromelanin, you can motherfucker grow your locks. That's all you gotta do. And it's crazy because when they go Super Saiyan, you see how their hair transform. Remember, you gotta remember they're fucking humans. Okay, so of course it's gonna be a transformation for them. Now, in a fucking anime, they Saiyans, but these motherfuckers in the same categories as humans. These motherfuckers Saiyans are like the humans present day and what they could have became. And this is why I'm referencing Dragon Ball Z, because this is what humans had the potential to be, because they have our DNA in them. So humans had the potential to become gods, and this is why Dragon Ball Z is talking about these motherfuckers, Kakarot and Vegeta, becoming gods and shit all of a sudden. Because of the energy of the planet, they have to tell you, they have to talk to you about this shit. Yeah, these motherfucking Japanese people ain't dumb. These motherfuckers, I be trying to tell people, humans know that they fucked up. I be trying to say this shit all the time. These humans know that they have fucked up, okay? So, like I said, in the third dimension, you dealing with the three forms, okay? In the third dimension, you dealing with those type of energies. And the transformations is just you having more and more energy. That's all the transformations is. Now, if you're a god, you're not going to transform. It's just about your energy and the realm that you in, the density that you in. As a human, they cannot cross over to the fourth and fifth dimension. Okay? So now I'm going to talk about the fourth dimension. Now, Goku and Vegeta, they had a ritual. Now, the ritual is that you have to have 6 righteous Saiyans. And you know that's damn near, that's fucking impossible in this motherfucking world. But the 6 righteous Saiyans, the rituals to become a god, this is really what they fucking did in the show. They had a ritual. And basically the ritual symbolized the chakras, like I was talking about. Now, remember, you had the Super Saiyan 1, 2, 3, right? That's basically the 3 lower chakras. Now you had the Super Saiyan God transformation, and Goku got slimmer and he got youthful, but he had to have 6 righteous Saiyans get together and give him the energy. And that's basically all just symbolism of the pineal gland and what the fuck these humans could have became if they was to practice, open their pineal gland, meditate, motherfucking be righteous, just learn properly. If we gave them guidance. So you got Goku and you have Vegeta. Now, Vegeta, he trained under a god or an angel. He trained from an angel. And basically, I'm going to talk about them, like I said, in a second. But it's these 2 characters in Dragon Ball Z. You got Beerus and then you got Whis. Now, this motherfucker Beerus is a menace. He's a god. He symbolizes the black man. The Whis symbolizes the black female. Now, if you know anything about Dragon Ball, like I said, I'm going to talk about them later. But basically, Goku and Vegeta started getting trained by an angel and a god, basically. These motherfuckers started training with an angel and a god, and they started becoming gods themselves because it was this thing called divine ki, divine energy. Now, all divine energy is the god. All that shit is symbolizing is the 4th and 5th dimension. Now, in the 4th dimension, the energy is different, and I said this in my last video. In the 4th and 5th dimension, your energy is completely fucking different. And you gotta understand, we in a world to where it's not all about fighting, everything spiritual. And I be trying to tell people it's spiritual warfare going on. It's not physical right now. Physically, we'd dominate everything. Our genetics, we'd fuck everything up. It would never get physical with us. That's why you gotta understand the spiritual aspects of the Dragon Ball Z. We're going through a spiritual war, the unseen war, the war that people can't see. So also keep that shit in mind. So you got the red hair, you got the red form, and then you got the blue form. Now the red form is the 4th chakra, and the blue form is the 5th chakra. They call it Super Saiyan God and then Super Saiyan Blue. Now basically, when your heart open, this is when you get when your heart chakra open, this is where you get into the path of the gods. You have to understand that. To be able to have this specific energy, or to be able to reach a new level, I say that, is when you get to the heart chakra. And everyone knows this. Everybody and their mama gonna tell you, when you first start becoming your true self, you open your heart chakra. Everybody and their mama will tell you this shit. You have to open your heart chakra first. And then once you find that inner love, once you find that peace within, now you could start to choose what path you want to take in life. You could, because you love yourself. You understand? Now, you don't necessarily have to love others. All you need is self-love. Self-love is about the heart chakra. Okay? Now, you have Super Saiyan Blue, and that's talking, and basically that's the throat chakra, the fifth chakra, your ability to be able to speak and speak with no fear. To be able to say or do whatever the fuck you want without really caring. And then you have the sixth transformation, and it's funny because it's literally the sixth transformation. And then you have ultra ego, and then you have ultra instinct. And I'm gonna talk about Beerus and Whis and what they talking about too with them. So you got this character named Beerus. He's an egotistical cat Egyptian god. Now, everybody in their mama know that we the fucking Egyptians. Black people are the Egyptians. I don't give a fuck how much you want to say. Oh no, shut your bitch ass up. You know that it's black people. I'm not finna sit here and play this little game with you. All the Egyptians we was the Egyptians, nigga. Beerus symbolizes, and what was Beerus again? A god. And what was Whis? An angel. And how much power did they got in this motherfucking show? Unlimited power, motherfucker. These motherfuckers is deities. So these two mortal beings, Kakarot or Goku and Vegeta, they started rising amongst the gods because they opened their heart chakra and they was learning from deities. They basically was learning from deities, so they get to transform. Now, I'm gonna talk about the fifth dimension now. Now, in the fifth dimension, now you dealing with duality. And you're dealing with duality third, fourth, and fifth. But once you reach the fifth dimension, duality is you're either an ego-based person, which means you care about you only care about yourself and you've been benefiting from the outcome, which is the ego, what they call Satan. What they call Satan is nothing but your ego and what the fuck you want to do. And this is why they need you locked into your ego. Because when you are righteous, and I'm not even going to say you can't be right, because you could have a righteous ego. You could be an ego materialistic person, but you could still be righteous as fuck. And this is what Vegeta is going through. Vegeta righteous as shit. And basically ultra ego is him tapping into his self-indulgence, tapping into what the fuck he want to do. And basically in the show, it's describing the ego as it's describing the ego and his character to want to fight and be better. Now, if you an ego-based person, you love competition and you strive to become stronger and you want to be the strongest. It's just that simple. An ego can get bored. Your ego can get bored. Your higher self, what we call our higher self, is nothing but the other side of you, which is the other side, your higher self. You have a lower self and a higher self. And the lower self is not really lower than the higher self because it's you. And this is what people don't understand. And I'm trying to get people to understand this shit. It's really just the opposite side of a fucking coin. All your lower self is you caring about what the fuck you want to do. That's all the ego is. I'm tired of people saying, oh, run away from the ego. Oh, the ego is bad. The ego, that's bullshit. The ego has a part to play. You have an ego for a reason. That's you too. You got to conquer and master that shit. And I be trying to tell people that shit. Motherfuckers in the spiritual community, don't have an ego. It's devilish, it's demonic. Yeah, it seems that way, but it's really not. It's just these reptilians, they egos are they have demonic spirits, they animalistic. Your ego is more animalistic because it cares about itself. Think about it. What do fucking lions and motherfucking jaguars and all these motherfuckers have in common? They are the lions of the jungle. These the motherfucking king of the fucking jungles. They gonna roar and they gonna make you do what the fuck they want you to do. You gotta remember, reptilians is nothing but fucking animals. They don't have a higher self, my nigga. And they do have a higher self, but their higher self don't got shit compared to our higher self. Let's just say it like that. They're fucking animals. They gotta eat. They gotta kill to survive. We don't.
Don't y'all see this shit yet? I mean, carnivores have to literally kill to survive. They don't have a choice. So it's not really a bad thing with these reptilians they doing. It don't affect them. They not guilty about doing the shit that they do. And the reason why they not guilty is because, nigga, it's life. It's nature. So I'm tired of these motherfuckers having this misconstrued ass thing. And this is what they showing you with Dragon Ball Z with the ego. The ego is you gotta be guiltless. With your ego, you can't care to fully master your ego because your ego has to do with yourself in the first place. So if you have an ego and you start to care about other people's opinion, you stepping outside of your ego, and now you actually becoming a god. Now you actually becoming your higher self, and your higher self has to do with the benefits of the people around you. Not only your higher self is basically being selfless, and this is what they showing you with Kakarot, with Goku. Goku righteous ass. We all know Goku righteous as shit. This nigga Goku he righteous as fuck. I mean, he's righteous. This nigga Goku would do anything to save the planet. This motherfucker, he don't care. This motherfucker plenty of times died for the sake of the universe. I say it like that. Vegeta never did no shit like that. Vegeta like, hell no, I'm not about to die for other people. He like, fuck no, I'm not doing that shit because he's ego-based. He don't give a fuck about other people. He care about his family, but he don't give a fuck. If it's not what he want to do, he not gonna do it. And that's the same way the hood niggas, think about every hood nigga you know. They don't give a fuck about the benefit of the society around them. This is why they need you in your ego. And this is why I keep telling you, the ego is not really bad. It just seems that way because when everybody in the ego material, think about if everybody just had an ego ass. Think about if everybody just had an ego and they only cared about what the fuck they wanted to get out of life. Think about it. This is basically we're dealing with a whole race of ego materialistic beings. Why you think in the Dragon Ball Z show, they like, damn, how the fuck is Kakarot so good? Because the thing about the Saiyans, aka the humans, is that these motherfuckers are demonic. These motherfuckers don't got a righteous bone in them. These motherfuckers will kill you and go to sleep. These motherfuckers, they are just so self-centered. They don't give a fuck. Think about how we living. Bitch, they got a whole bunch of gods. Think about this. These humans got gods under a fucking... We basically in prison, bro. We basically gods in prison. And we don't even... A lot of people don't know that we gods yet. A lot of people still don't know that shit. A lot of people don't understand that shit. So, basically, think about the people that's running the world. The reptilians. You got the motherfucking Greys. You got the insectoids. You got the human beings. And if you know anything about the humans, they are spliced with animal genetics. So it's sort of hard for them to tap into that righteous side. You see what I'm saying? They're animals. That's why Vegeta, his entire time, Vegeta was trying to beat Goku ass. Because he wanted to be stronger than Goku. And guess what? Goku righteous ass would never lose to Vegeta because he's righteous as fuck and he's selfless. Now, as an animal, they are above karma, and I be trying to tell people about that shit. Animals are above karma because they have to kill to survive. They have to do it. So they're not really so their ego is basically above karma because it has to be done for them to survive. So it's basically a righteous ego. The same shit that I'm trying to tell you that you could have a righteous ego. You don't have to be guilty about caring about yourself because it's needed. Sometimes sometimes you can't be selfless all the time. Now you could, but damn, shit, that's why it's duality in this motherfucker. You don't have to just be selfless all the time. There's no problem with being your lower self. And that's what I've been trying to tell people. And I've been dealing with this shit. I tried to tell y'all about this shit. Bitch, I've been dealing with my ego. My ego is so bad. My shit, it got so bad one time I started literally growling and motherfucking howling like a fucking wolf, like a fucking animal. I couldn't control my ego. I couldn't control it. A lot of people will call it the dark side. A lot of people are gonna call it all type of shit. It's all type of shit for it. But most reptilians that you'll come across, these motherfuckers are dealing with their ego. They're super ego-based race. The ones on this planet. The 13 bloodlines that we dealing with, these motherfuckers are egotistical and they want to be better than you and they want to spit in your face and at the same time, they want to eat your kids. And I'm trying to tie this Dragon Ball Z shit in with this real life shit that we doing because remember, that's just an anime. So I'm just trying to make this shit make sense for you. So these grays and all they animals, all of them. So of course they are ego based. So then you got Goku, his righteous ass. He so fucking righteous and so fucking selfless. Someone like me. He's so fucking righteous, he'd do anything to help his people out. Something that you ain't gonna see in the hood, my nigga. That's why they all care about themselves. They care about surviving. They care about being the strongest. They care about making the most money. You only gonna see ego-based people in the industry. And this is why they have them, they worship them like they gods. But a super righteous motherfucker, they don't want shit to do with him. Because a righteous motherfucker go give back to the community. He gonna give back to his people. The same shit that XXX was. Now, XXX is a prime example of someone that's just a righteous motherfucker that knows he wants to help people other than to be an ego materialistic person. He wants to help you seen him. X was someone that would provide for people, help people, and he was selfless. He's a good character. He's a good person. That's all it's trying to talk about. It's all about duality in this fucking world. It's no such thing as good as fucking evil. I keep trying to tell people that it's no such thing as good and evil. You have to get that shit through your head. The only way these beings can survive is of the downfall of us. They have to. That's the only thing they can do. And for them to do that, it can't be righteous. They can't be selfless. They have to just depend on themselves. They got to be ego-based. They have to be, quote-unquote, dark and evil. When really it's not dark and evil. This is what they need to do to fucking survive. And I keep trying to tell people this shit, but people don't understand this shit. It's like people are retarded to it. People don't want to listen to this shit. And I'm like, bro, it get to a point to where I don't care no more. It's like, bro, I can't keep saying this shit and you don't catch on to this shit. It's no such thing as good and fucking evil. It just appears that way. It just seems like it's a good and evil. When really, the main thing is motherfuckers is just trying to survive and they want to live another day. So in Dragon Ball Z, you got Goku and his selfless assassin. Then you got the gods. You got Beerus, and then you got Whis. Beerus, aka us, is basically black people with their egos. And our egos are worse. We have the worst egos in the entire cosmos because of how strong we is. Nigga, we the greatest. It don't get greater than us, nigga. We the greatest. So our egos is just fucking monstrous. And these people, they know it. And they feed off it. And they love to feed off your ego. They need you in an ego state because, nigga, if you only worried about yourself and you're not worried about the betterment of... Because I was just talking too much about the same thing. I realized that I'm like, bro, what the fuck? I'm talking about the same shit repetitively. But, so listen, now you got the other side to the coin. Your ego and your higher self is one and the same. It's just like I said, two sides to the same coin. Your lower self is still your higher self, but it's just your animalistic tendencies, and that's what people gotta realize. That's why I'm talking about it so damn much. Your lower self is a part of you. Master it. And they showing you in Dragon Ball Z you can master it. And they also showing you that you can master your higher self. And there's levels to it. They don't just use Ultra Instinct and use Ultra Ego and become masters instantly. They gotta train, work hard. They gotta, even Beerus and Whis, she has mastered Ultra Instinct. I'm gonna get on that next. But you gotta understand, they still training. You know, it's levels to this shit. It's levels to everything we do. It's levels to your ego. It's levels to accepting yourself. It's levels to everything in life. And so when it comes to Goku, when he go Ultra Instinct, you notice that he becomes white and he dodge everything. This nigga UI Goku, he a menace. This nigga UI Goku, when he become Ultra Ego, he dodge all the problems. That's basically what happens when you in your higher self. Because you're being, I don't even want to say the word ignorant, but when you are, basically what Ultra Instinct is basically in the fifth dimension to where you have no problems. You don't see it, you don't see no problems. You got to understand the brain is a supercomputer, and in the fifth dimension, whatever your brain interprets is all about perception. So let's say you got a calm heart and a calm mind, a calm spirit, everything about you is calm. Everything in the inside manifests externally. So no one gonna be able to touch you. And that's what they trying to show you.
when Goku heart is calm and he in the midst of battle and he's just focused only on the battle and nothing else. He just focused on basically the better things in life. Nothing could harm you, and that's the good thing about being your higher self in this world. When you dealing with the ego, you gonna have trials and tribulations, but it's all about being headstrong. It's all about getting through situations and knowing you could overcome it. When you your higher self, you don't need to overcome it because you're not emotional. No, nothing affects you. Nothing affects you. And that's basically what they showing you with Whis. Whis has master ultra instinct. And remember, Whis is the black female. Whis and Goku represents the divine feminine energy. And that's what they trying to tell you as well. That represents the divine feminine being laid back in nature. They righteous as fuck. They laid back. They think about a female. Ain't they super instinctual as well? These motherfuckers just know when shit gonna happen, right? So this is what they trying to show you in Dragon Ball Z. It's two sides to this duality, and it's two sides to the world. And you have an animalistic nature, and you have a higher self. And this is why we created animals in the first place. So you got to understand why we even created animals is to keep the balance on the planet. They represent the lower self. They animalistic as shit. They eat your ass, gobble you up. And this is why in the video, I'm trying to let you know, reptilians, they not really guilty about the shit they do because they're literally animals. You see what I'm saying? And this is their nature. It's their instincts to eat and hunt. It's their instincts to go kill. So you got to understand, reptilians, by them hiding and cloaking and shapeshifting, they are literally becoming their higher self. I know that shit sound impossible. Like, what the fuck? Hell no, you lying. I put this on my life, y'all. When you be seeing these shapeshifters and them trying to be government politicians and shit like that, this is them at their highest peak. Not making this shit up. I put this on my life. These reptilians, this is their higher self. This is them being more political. They gotta hide and keep their animal. They gotta compose their animal self, and it be hard as shit. You be seeing a reptilian slip up. It be hard because it's their instincts to be an animal. It's hard as fuck to not be an animal when you an animal, and when you a god and everything about you is righteous as fuck. It's hard for you to do bad shit. It's the same thing, and this is the only thing I'm trying to tell y'all in this video. It's the same thing, and the reason why Goku and Vegeta got this shit in it's their sixth transformation. It represents what happens when you open your pineal gland. You find out which side you on, and as a soul, you could balance. Like I said, it's balanced throughout the cosmos. It's balanced as shit. So, like I said, the same reptilian that's gonna eat a motherfucker could cool out, calm down, be really moral. You know, can be composed, could be thorough. Same with us. We could be, and it's just to the extreme. We take duality to the extreme because of what we are in the cosmos. We the creators, and we the creators of everything, and the destroyer. We could destroy anything and everything we want because we're above everything. We at the top. We the top notch, the creme de la creme, basically. And that's what they trying to show you with Beerus, the Grand Kais, the Supreme Kais, you got North Kai, all these Kais. Then you got Zeno, you got all these different gods and beings now in the show. And they representing, Goku and Vegeta is represented the human beings and us at the same time. But when it comes to the god Beerus and when it comes to the angel Whis, they talking about the black female and a black man and their greatness. And that's why you see them wearing the Egyptian clothing in the first place. That's why you see the Egyptian symbols all over them. That's the entire reason why Beerus is purple, because that represents divine. That represents the high vibration. Remember, your ego. Just because you in your ego, because Beerus, if you know anything about Beerus, he has a fucking ego, and Vegeta got a fucking ego, and Goku don't have an ego, and Whis don't have an ego. You see what I'm saying? And the reason why they Goku and Whis they look white and pale is because the soul is pale. And when you, in your crown chakra, when you reach that upper limits, this is why Whis is stronger than Goku. And this is why Beerus is stronger than Vegeta, because they're gods. You notice how Vegeta got to transform and Goku got to transform. Well, the difference between a god and a mortal is that when a mortal train with gods, they got to transform. It's a transformation that takes place. As a god, this is your base form. This is your base form to be a Beerus, a monster.
It's your base form to be different colors. It's your so you gotta understand, just because we black right now, we are not black up there in the cosmos. We are different colors. We all different type of colors. And purple is the highest vibrational color, and that's why they showed you Beerus is purple. And that's why we in the highest, and that's not even the highest. The highest is really white, because the white symbolizes the soul and mastery over self. So, and when you have an ego, you can't be the all. You can't be the everything, because you're being self-individualized. But you can still be super high vibrational. You can still fight. You see what I'm saying? And that's why, you know, Dragon Ball Z is really a good show. You know, I really appreciate the little things that Akira Toriyama do. I'm actually shout out the nigga. I really appreciate this shit, because when you look at Dragon Ball Z from a third eye perspective, that same shit we be doing on a much grander scale, and it's so hard to believe. But you gotta understand, you only using less than 5% of your DNA. Think about that shit, and think about how strong you is now. Think about how strong you are now. You a creator. You control your reality now. So imagine when all your DNA unlocked. What the fuck you gonna be doing now? That's when you gonna start seeing how you can use Ki Blast. You're going to start using plasma bolts and shit like that, like how they do in Dragon Ball Z. It be real life fights just like that. I'm talking about the ones you see in Super. It be fights just like that in the cosmos, my nigga. It be fights crazy as shit. The reptilians are really like the human beings in Dragon Ball Z. You know how you got the Saiyans, and you got the gods, and you got all these different rankings and shit? Well, I'm going to say it like this. I'm going to say the Frieza clan is basically like the reptilians. And then you got the Saiyans, which is really what the human beings could have been. And then you got the humans is at their lowest self. So basically, look, you got the Saiyans, which is what the humans could have been. And then when they talk about the Saiyans going gods, they talking about how the gods that's presently here are about to reach their god state. And that's why they brung in Beerus and Whis. And all this shit tie around. You got all of that. That's why they showing you all this different shit. You feel me? Reptilians is strong, my nigga. They not no weak. They not no niggas that's just weak as fuck. They're not weak at all. Remember, they got the same serpent energy as you, my nigga. The same Kundalini energy as you. And yes, these motherfuckers is strong as shit if they really tap into their powers. And they know it. That's why their egos be so fucking menacing, because they know they strong. They not weak. They just seem weak compared to us. Remember, what Frieza ass was doing? Oh my God, Lord Beerus. This nigga was scared of shit. Right? Oh my God, that's Lord Beerus. They told me you don't fuck with them. You don't fuck with the gods. You don't fuck with them. They still know not to fuck with us. They only fucking with us. And these the lower ranking reptilians. You gotta understand, these reptilians is the weak ones. The ones that's running the planet are the weak reptilians. I'm talking about these the lowest scum. These the scumbag reptilians. These the ones that they not strong at all, bro. Like, we dealing with the ones that just they can manipulate very well, but anybody could be a good manipulator. They are not the warriors. They not the real titans, gladiators. That's not them. And it be some real life reptilians that will get down with your ass and have no fear. Don't let this shit get misconstrued. It's a big ass cosmos out here. So you gotta sit there and know this shit. It be grays. You seen that nigga Jiren the Gray? It be real life mortal beings that could really, if they train, they could really start fucking with us. Real shit. I can't make this shit up. It be mortals just like Kakarot and Vegeta that be strong as shit, and it be like, God damn. But we always treat them with the most respect and kindness, because it be like, damn, you know how much shit you gotta go through? You know how much training you gotta go through to really, because at our base form, we strong as shit. They show you Beerus and Whis, nigga, they just naturally born with that talent. They gifted. Because they're deities. They are above everything. They are above everything. They can't die. They immortal. They gods. You know, we are above everything. But so as a mortal, when we see immortal rise to the ranks, nigga, we be glad as shit. And they show you with Goku, when you have a righteous heart, they show you all this shit in Dragon Ball Z, y'all. Like, they even show you Goku, like, if you do something like amazing for your universe or your planet, nigga, you could keep your avatar in the other world. Remember, when you die, you only have one lifetime, but energy don't die. As a spiritual being, hell and heaven is real. You have different type of places you could go experience after this one last lifetime. Is the life after death is better than life. And that's what people don't even understand. This is the worst. This is the most fakest, worstest realm. Everything get better after death. Unless you shit was, it's time for that payback. That hell shit real, y'all. Just cause you're a deity don't mean judgment it won't come your way one day. Just be thankful. That's why I'm telling you it's better to be righteous in a goddamn beginning. Because nothing but good shit is gonna happen to a righteous motherfucker. And that's just the goddamn truth. If you righteous, you're blessed. Either way, you're gonna have a better experience, a better time in the afterlife. And if you're a god, it's just better to be courteous and respectful and have teammates in the first place. So, let me know if y'all want to Attack on Titan. Cause listen, if y'all thought this shit was good, if y'all enjoyed this little shit right here, nigga, Attack on Titan, take this shit to the next level. Nigga, Attack on Titan is fucking crazy. Attack on Titan is the craziest show I have ever seen in my fucking life. Now, that shit is woke as fuck. I mean, down to the 9 Titans, how we 9 ether beings, down to the mindless Titans when they get injected, and how it's different type of Titans, and how the world ended, and how, you got to become the Titan so you could take... Man, this shit gets so goddamn deep. Then you had the Marlene, and that shit is crazy as fuck. So, I'm gonna need I'm gonna need a whole bunch of because these edits... I mean, let me know. If you don't really like the edit, let me know as well. Like, if you want me to just do, like, talking and shit, just let me know, because I know this is different. So this might throw a lot of people off. Let me know what you want. I'm doing this shit for y'all. So if y'all don't even want the edits, let me know this shit. If you don't want the edits and you want me to just talk regularly, I'll do that. If you want to see my face and see me talking, I'll do that. I'm doing this shit for y'all. Man, it's sort of fun for me to edit. That's why I'm doing it. Like, man, I've been spending hours upon hours editing. And I'm this second part of the video, now I gotta edit. This shit probably gonna take another 2 hours. But I just want to keep y'all entertained. I want y'all to listen, get the information. And I know people are very, are very visual. You see? So, I love y'all. Take care of yourself, man. I'll see you on the next one.